Now that our sample's been sitting in the oven for 2 hours, we're going to weigh out the recommended amount of material, which is going to be 4,300 grams. After we've got that weight set into our funnel, we'll grab our mold out of the oven, place it on the table. All of our material today is going to be at 320 degrees Fahrenheit. So we put a small piece of paper to make sure nothing gets stuck inside our mold. And we'll grab our material and pour it in. Notice the rotating motion. That helps to prevent any segregation in our mixture. Now we place another piece of paper along the top of our mold, and we're going to place it here in our Super Pave gyratory compactor. How this machine works is a piston will be raised up until our sample is in contact with the breaking head. At that point, it'll continue to apply pressure until we have 600 kilopascals of pressure onto our sample. Then it'll start gyrating inside there for 100 gyrations. That simulates the traffic that the asphalt might see over the course of its life. We do different numbers of gyrations for different traffic levels. You can see in your manual what traffic level we're going to be compacting to today with 100 gyrations. So we want our sample to be between 110 and 120 millimeters tall. Every gyration, it's going to compact a little bit more and a little bit more. First gyrations, we might drop 2 or 3 millimeters. Right now, we are sitting at 20 gyrations, and we're dropping about half a millimeter each gyration. So we're about 25% of the way through this. Let's talk about what a gyration actually is. So a rotation would be just simply moving around a central axis. A gyration would be if an axis is slightly off kilter to a specimen, and then it's rotating in this direction. So it's all about the axis of rotation. After 40 gyrations, we're down to 116 millimeters. Still looking good. So this sample's going to come in right about the height we need it to. So here at 2/3 the way through, we're dropping less than 1/10 of a millimeter per gyration. So every 3 gyrations or so, it's dropping about 0.1 millimeters. right, there's the end of our 100 gyrations. We're at 112.9 millimeters, which is in between our 110 and 120 millimeter specification. So let's go ahead and extrude the sample. Now that piston that applied pressure to our sample is just going to raise the sample out of the bottom, and we'll take a look at it. And there's our compacted sample. So we'll be using that for testing in our next lab session.